general review of human history over the past 5,000 years will reveal the previous descent of man into the cesspool of his own delusions. Nothing new. It seems as if every generation has a little spell of insanity, where we all think we don't need God anymore, and we descend into this dark abyss of our own destruction. But history will also reveal that in each case, when man fell to the darkest periods of his descent, he always was led by a magnetic search and a pursuit of spiritual, moral, and ethical anchors. In other words, when men become so disillusioned and upset at their own losing and darkness and despair, they begin to say to themselves, we are no longer able to be gods ourselves. In essence, the descent of man also always results in a deep search for God. It is during these periods that many religions are created. It is these periods when men are searching for God that other religions are embraced or expanded. Matter of fact, these periods give way to the invention and the rise of new cults. That's why the cults are blossoming everywhere and all kinds of new groups coming up, because man is in such a decadent environment. He's destroyed every anchor that he had, that he's grasping for anything now to give him some sense of control and absolutes. Violation of these laws of God will always lead us to a search for God. Now why? Because man was created to live by and exist within eternal laws, and he is built to live by principles designed to preserve him, his eternal nature, and his physical habitation. Violation of these laws is always predictable. You don't have to question what's going to happen to man when man disobeys God. It's built in. You know it. Read history. There's nothing new under the sun. When we walk away from God's laws and principles, our future is already predicted. Destruction. You see, God, our wonderful creator, designed us to carry these laws in our hearts and in our minds so as to regulate and discipline our lives, our behavior, and our relationships. That's what God intended. These laws are principles and are what we are as his created subjects have come to know as truths. Simply put, the greatest pursuit inherent in the heart of every man is the deep search for these truths to live by. Everybody is searching for them. The atheist is looking for God. That's why he's an atheist.